Hi, I hope you're well. So today I thought we'd have a little chat and do a little flip through of my Erin Condren 7x9. It's the first time I've ever used an hourly layout, and it was also an experiment that helped me decide what I wanted to do going forward into 2023 in relation to my planner style. So I got it in the platinum coil. Straight away, I want to say that I am so a soft bound person or even hard bound. It's more like the lay flat binding style, not a coil. Because this drove me insane, especially whenever you were writing on the Wednesday and you kept hitting your hand on this. And the benefit people say is that you can flip it over, you can do this. But that wasn't a huge draw for me, to be honest, because yes, I would flip it like this whenever I was setting it up, but whenever I'm actually using a planner throughout the week functionally, I prefer to see the whole week and have it opened. Just a personal preference. So as you can see, this is blank. I only used this for 6 months, but I'm actually going to take the months. It's a bit like the way people buy an 18-month planner from Erin Condren and then take out the last 6 months and use it for 12 in order to get a bigger coil to accommodate all the stickers. I did that with a 12-month, and I knew that it was only going to be the experiment for those 6 months and then in fact I only used it for 5 months because I stopped in December because my new planner started on the 5th of December. But anyway, my plan was to use it for July through to December and to help myself decide my planning style going forward, and in relation to that purpose it totally helped. And I got a Harmony Neutral vegan leather cover. To be honest, I prefer this. I know people, again, with the coil get it because they like to be able to switch their interchangeable covers, and don't get me wrong, I have an interchangeable cover collection, but I use it for display and also notebooks. If I use the dot grid coiled notebook, and it's a case of never say never. I have the collection, I might decide in the future. But the point is, in relation to my planner that I use, it's not something that I'm like, every month I want to change the cover. I find that I end up just picking a cover and keeping it there. And so that's why I went ahead with this vegan one. And then the second reason I went ahead with the vegan leather cover is I actually intend to snip out all these pages and store it in my planner binder. It's a kaleidoscope planner binder. And then what I'll do is I will take all the covers out that are currently in this planner binder and use this as a cover holder. So that's why I wanted to have the vegan leather cover for the outside, because it's going to be my interchangeable cover storage. I already have one in relation to seasonal covers. So this will house all the Christmas, New Year's, things that are specific to a season, and then this will be all the other ones like leopard print and Harmony Neutral and the standard covers. So I'll get lots of use out of it, basically, is what I'm saying, but I'll still keep these pages in my planner binder as a point of reference, and I would rather do that because the planner binder, if you watched my planner collection, I have like my Stationery Collection playlist on my channel. I went through like my planner cover collection, and I mentioned in that video that the binder, while helpful to store them, it isn't the most practical in turning them. And you saw there when I opened it, it was like lifting up and everything, and this just works so much better. This is actually my washi book cover, but I have a Christmas cover on it at the minute, so I put it in here. But yeah, look, you can just turn the pages, snap them in, snap them out. This is a bit empty because I have 3 Christmas ones behind me, but you get the idea. I just prefer it, so that's what I'll be doing with this. So inside you get I love this colour, the tan, and it has a vellum with the Harmony Neutral pattern on it. And you know what? Seeing as I'm storing it anyway and snipping all these out, I would be tempted to actually use this elsewhere and not just sort of put it in the planner binder and forget about it. Something to think about. Anyhow, you get your vellum. And then I had just bought actually some Happy Planner stickers at the time, so I was playing with them. It says every day is a fresh start, and they're from a line, I believe, where it just has my initials. I didn't have to write my name. And then that little emoji is from Coffee Monsterz Co. And then your quote page. And then I did a year at a glance. Now this is something I like to have and keep in my main planner for the year, but I just thought it'd be fun to set up because I didn't need this for anything else, and I enjoyed making well, I didn't have a winter washi, so I just put a load of emojis on the top of a kaleidoscope, and then I did this for spring and then summer and autumn. She has actually released a 4 seasons washi that you could just put across the top for this, but that was the idea and it was fun. And it's something as a point of reference for when Christmas and Easter is, when the seasons change, birthday and anniversary. So, and then here again, not, you know, I know this is a functional planner, but I just didn't have any other purpose for this, so I thought it would be fun when I was setting it up to give you guys inspiration for layouts and stuff. I have used this layout before as a spring cleaning checklist. You could use it for budgeting. You could do a photo of the month. There's loads of different ways that you can use it. So yeah, even though this technically was a repetition, given that it's birthdays, it was fun to set up and it was inspiration for you guys. So those wee hexagons are from a Happy Planner book that has actually fell apart. This little accordion. And the little gold kind of grommet thing, whatever it's called, fell out of it. But anyhow, I'm actually going to be making use of this when I set up my new planner. I think I've had a good idea for one of the pages at the back. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Then I had, this is a notes page for the first of the month of July. And I used it for Q&A questions. Then I decided for this 6 months that I would have, I'm really into when I do months, coordinating but different, if you know what I mean. So this, it coordinates because it's all kits that are animal themed from Coffee Monsterz Co. But each month is a different animal and different colours. So it's not literally the same sticker kit every single month, but I like the fact that they all coordinate together, and that's something I've always really loved and enjoyed. And I think I have an idea. When I get paid here, I'm going to order them, so it'll probably take a while before they come, but I think I have an idea for how I want to do my monthlies for 2023, and it'll not be the TCMC ones this year. But anyway, so yeah, this is July, and I just did, this is functional, so it was, you know, in my memory planner I have my thumbnails for, I do it like socials memories this year, so I needed this for the actual function of when Tesco deliveries are, for whenever my nail appointments are, for, again, I put the birthdays in. That's a very good quote, I forgot I wrote that. Actually, that'll be really good for a theme I'm thinking of. Need to remember that. Anyway, side note. So yeah, then here I wrote out my socials for the month. Ruth Sarah's Life, Ruth Sarah Plans. You can use this for anything you want. Obviously, it's a notes page, but I personally thought it was really helpful at the end of the month whenever I was sitting putting all my thumbnails in. I saw what went where, and I was able to do this and leave this sitting beside me. And then I used this to, when I was memory planning, as a point of reference. And then same with Instagram, I had wrote them all out as the month went on, and then I was able to use it as a point of reference for the part in my memory planner where I write them. Planner check-in, so I put my little reminder to set up the next month for this planner to complete the previous month in my memory planner and to write down my social stats, because I liked keeping a track every month of subscribers and watch hours and all that there. Then I had an important, don't book Tesco deliveries for the 17th of August because you're in the office. So something I needed to remember for that month. And then I always just did a quote here, believe you can, and you're halfway there. This never changed throughout the 6 months. This worked perfectly for me. However, I did stop, you'll see, using this notebook, this note page. I think it was about August or maybe September I stopped, and I just put a digital picture here, like a planner art for fun, because I didn't need it and there was no point in using the notebook or note page for the sake of it. So yeah, I will say in relation to a review, I honestly only really need the monthly when it comes to function for the events and my deliveries and nail appointments and point of reference throughout the month. Everything else could be done elsewhere if I really had to do it elsewhere, but I had this dashboard, so I figured out I might as well use it. But I'm glad going forward in my new planner that I don't have these dashboards and opening notes pages. I just have the monthly layout because that's all I really need functionally. Yeah, so we get into the first week. Now, I decided to try the hourly because I wanted to see if I could combine memory planning and function. I'll link below my what planners I'm using in 2023 video, and also my existential planner crisis video. The existential crisis came first and then the what planners I'm using came after, and I have that whole conversation about the conclusion I came to about combining into one planner that I will use functionally all year but then keep for memories going forward. And I'll use all the stickers and all the things and combine my functional style and memory style. And that is why I tried this, because my normal functional style is this: a couple of highlighters and a pen. And it's not something that I would, you know, look back on as for memories. I just used it at the time and that's it. But I love sticker planning, and I love going back and looking at that and seeing all the things that were happening in my life. However, I'm in a really busy season in my life, so I wanted to see, could I combine it? What I did with this then, and what I'm intending to do going forward, is I sat down and did all this layout at the start of the week with stickers, and then that morning, so it's kind of using a weekly as a daily, I will go in and fill in the planner and add all the things and the stickers. And I just wanted to experiment and see, could I combine function and decorative? And I could, and I really enjoyed it. And then come the end of the week, I don't have to sit down and do a whole layout in a second planner because I already have it there. So yeah, I did find that the hourly wasn't for me, but I loved vertical. So I like vertical lines. And unfortunately I wasn't able to get that. That's a long story, but like I said, watch those videos. But I don't need the hours because I found I work from, well, I've been doing 9 to 5 recently, but I usually do like 8:30 to 4:30. And I was just filling in what I did throughout the day, meeting wise, just to fill the space. And I don't really need to write here what meetings I was in or that I was doing my project plan at that time. Do you know what I mean? So I love the vertical layout for sticker planning. Plus I used a horizontal planner for memory planning this year, and I need to switch it up. I like doing that. It keeps me interested. Let me show you. So there, this was a week in March. So as you can see, this year I journaled and I put the plans in at the side, and I've done it every day and I've stuck at it, but I just needed something different this year. So it was making sure I could still do this and have all the stickers and all the things, and, you know, be able to look back and see, like this is what I was talking about with my thumbnails, just for those of you that are new. And I just love it. I love all this. And look, I made cinnamon sticky buns, and I got blood tests and discovered that I was folic anemic. I was lacking in folic acid. I started as official permanent this month in my new job in April. That's crazy. Sorry, getting carried away. See what I mean? I love this. I love being able to look back at it, and I don't just want a paper and pen, today I did the wash memory. I want to be able to have everything, so I'm combining them. And by doing this style, I was able to know that it would work for me. Right, so yeah, that explains all the function and why I did it and everything. So let's just flip through and take a look at the different layouts that I did and stickers that I used. So this is a seal from Coffee Monsterz Co, and I did like a tea theme. I always use a Coffee Monsterz Co and an MT washi, and then I'll add like a vinyl or a seal, and then I'll plan throughout the week, and I'll either use Coffee Monsterz Co, this is Teddy Plans Co, or I will use Fox and Pip. So this week was a summer theme. This is a summer washi. That was from a sampler, and then I actually bought the clean house top roof and all the little rooms so I could put that together going forward. And this is Harmony Neutral from Erin Condren. So this was, as I mentioned per my last email, so this is like a gloomy working week theme, like this one. Then this one is classic emojis, and I did some affirmations in the corner, and then that is the like emoji headers, one of those washies. And then see, I was setting it up where I had the calendar. These digital calendars, by the way, are from Coffee Monsterz Co. If you join our Facebook group, you get free digitals by going into the files, which is really kind of her, and I love, and I definitely make use of them. But I didn't need it, so it ended up being blank. So you'll see from September I started putting a digital sticker in it. This is the ocean, like creatures. That was the theme for it. So the July one was a parrot, I believe, yeah. And then this is like ocean creatures. She actually did a kit and a whole biome series. She has the ocean, the desert, the forest, and the like, what do you call it, Arctic tundra. There you go. And then again I have the exact same layout, and it's dance with the waves, move with the sea, let the rhythm of the water set your soul free, because of the ocean theme. This is a really old washi set that I got from Paper Doll Shop. No. Yes, Paper Doll Shop. I really love it. That's from Fox and Pip. This is one I love the colour combination, which doesn't like me because this leans on the pink side. I think it's really stunning together. This is from a paid set of digitals that I bought from Coffee Monsterz Co. It's the sunflower digitals, and you get like various patterns, and I turned it into a weekly kit. Then this is the Desert Stroll. This actually, I used the full boxes for Desert Stroll in here. I bought an extra set of full boxes because I bought full boxes plus the Hobonichi kit. I always do that, but I just obviously wanted to do this in here for fun. I really love how this looks. I love all the colours, the greens and the browns. Yeah, and that was the desert version of the biome, as well as a set of the doodles. I love how this turned out. And then it was my 3 years anniversary of Ruth Plans. Then this is travel. I must have been away. Was that the week we went to? Yeah, we went to like this wee resort where you could stay in like this little glamping pod. And then that weekend I went away for a 40th, I believe. Yeah, it was a 40th. My head is crazy. Like I don't even remember August. It was a couple of months ago. Anyway, so yeah, then I didn't need this page, so I printed this free digital from Coffee Monsterz Co. September was a fox theme. It's also my birthday month. And then I started putting the calendar sticker there instead of over on the notes page down at the bottom. And this is all same layout. Every leaf speaks bliss to me, fluttering from the autumn tree. One of my favourite autumn quotes from Emily Bronte. And then I used some of the leftovers from the monthly kit to do a theme for this week, as well as adding my matte grey washi from MT. I am creative. This is affirmations. And then into September I did an autumnal theme with the autumn washi from Coffee Monsterz Co. as the base. Love this one. And then I used a set of full boxes again. This is an older version. She has re-released a Hobonichi cousin, but I'm hoping she releases, this is based on like her original autumn washi, and this is the 2.0 version, and it has like more muted colours, you know, the orange isn't as intense and stuff, and I'm hoping she releases a kit in this style. But if she doesn't, I'll maybe buy that again, and the Hobonichi and stuff. Then Sigh for October, the working zombie, and it was a little cat was the theme. It's spooky. And then this is the usual layout, and this was a quote from Edgar Allan Poe from the poem Raven. And the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. This was my birthday week, and this I actually like put a crown on top of a beloved Society Girl digital. She has a shop on Etsy, but I actually took the girl out of my scripture writing plan and put her in there. And then I loved it so much that I copied it in my memory planner because I wanted to, you know, it's the one that I'm definitely going to keep for life. And I printed a little like bronze balloons. Good fun. One of my favourite spreads. And then I did Harmony Neutral again. Only this time, instead of just the washi, I used an Erin Condren sticker sheet. And then this is Disney villains. I did like a character fancy dress type thing for Halloween for a few weeks. And I started using Maleficent's my favourite Disney villain, but then I started the little Halloween doodle countdowns. I've actually bought some of the Christmas ones. I'm going to be using it in my planner for the new, well, not the new year, but my new planner started in December, so I'm going to use it in my new planner. Then this one was Winnie the Pooh for fancy dress. And then Disney princesses. This is the new Disney Princess 2.0. I don't own the original, but this is lovely. And then we're into November, and I put fall in love with yourself first. November was a little deer, was the theme. There's the calendar digital, same layout. And then I did a Remembrance Day inspired quote. They shall not grow old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning we will remember them. And then this was the week, I believe, that I made pumpkin pie for the very first time. And then this is a book nerd theme. And I used a little book nerd vinyl for that. And then sleepy theme. So it's a duo of washi, and then I used my matte grey. This is lovely, all the purples and blues. And then this is another digital that was for like a Thanksgiving digital. And I used the Thankful for You in my memory planner, and I used Thankful for my planners in here. And this is how that week turned out. Love all these colours together. And then December, and you saw this was day one of Planmas. I used this little free digital. I set up the monthly, and I'm using it and referring to it. And then this hasn't been filled out yet, but I will fill it out, and I'll use it as my point of reference for memory planning December. Winter is the time for comfort, good food, talks by the fire and home. And then I stopped using it because my planner's starting December. But yeah, I'm really glad I did this. I am not an hourly planner person. I am not an interchangeable cover person, which is why I got the vegan. I am not a coil person, but you learn all these things by trying. So I would encourage you to maybe, I know Black Friday's passed, but if there's a sale on a type of planner, and you maybe have like a voucher as well on top of that, and reward codes or whatever, just give it a go, because you don't know you're going to like a layout until you give it a try. And I really wish that planner companies, you know, if I ruled the world, what I would do is for planner companies, I'll use Erin Condren as an example. I would have like a book that looked a bit like this. This is their petite planner, but I would make it the real size, 7x9, and have 1 month in it. So the opening spread, the monthly spread, the dashboard spread, and the hourly. And then you'd have one for their vertical, one for their horizontal, etc. And you could buy it and try it for a month. I would love them to do that. And then that way you could see if a layout is going to work for you without actually committing to buying a whole book. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. So anyhow, I'll leave it there for today, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Bye.